listening to Keep Sports News, KSN.
Alright guys, hello. Welcome to KSN episode 142 on a Tuesday. And this episode won't be long. Yeah, it's going to be another quick one because I don't really have time once again. Mainly because I have to go to work an hour earlier this week. Yeah, it's like a busy week this week, so it is what it is. So the main thing I'll talk about is the Stanley Cup Final, NBA Finals, the French Open tournament concluded. But first, the Belmont Stakes. That's right, the horse racing. And I actually did a reaction with a group of my friends. That's right. We were eating some Domino's pizza, so I'm like, all right, let's watch the main event, the last race. So here we go. Here is that footage, and after that I'll talk about it myself. So yeah, here it is. First time ever watching something with a group of friends. Here it is.
Yeah.
6,128 on hand.
You guys know I have a sports channel. Only you know. Yeah. Sports Talk channel. Y'all ready for the World Cup?
I wish I was actually knew about soccer.
Mr. Leclerc, he's big on soccer.
Yeah.
It's Belgium, Europe, yeah, they love it.
It's a very international.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's what he said. I was wondering, is there like a tournament for these horses?
Nah, it's just this one race. That's the name? Okay. What would you name your horse if you ever owned it? Wasabi! You would have to name it Wasabi.
Say with a Z.
With a Z.
It's wasabi. It's just like the normal, like wasabi, like the normal.
And you, Low Gang? Isn't that your Instagram?
Yeah.
Low Gang.
I've been trying to figure out what else to name.
I guess mine would have to be, they were super magnificent.
That long ass name.
Yeah.
Remember Rebel Kid?
Oh yeah, your old blood. R.I.P., right? Yup.
You should bring back your.
I remember, I looked at your, I'm still friends with that account, and you only have 2 friends. And
I did not play Roblox.
Roblox has changed, sadly. Yeah.
I had another name, those cookies Zelda Balls. Oh, yeah. I forgot about
He
that.
is a deep closer, but he has a
Was that also
championship
Roblox?
he's
No,
had.
that was like on my phone.
Of the year, by the way.
Like on my phone, but channel. Cookies Zelda
Peter
Balls.
Pan victory.
My phone actually still calls me
Every
back.
single start of his career.
Because the account carries us. It still calls me.
The number wasn't impressive last time, but the way he did it was, he's got, no pun intended, room for growth.
Room for growth. Don't tell me there's just one horse race every year.
He wasn't, but he
They
did
just
not
train
train
all
all
year
year
for
that day.
this.
Today's the
Figure
day.
Uma Mr. Bangs.
Yeah,
that horse girl right here. It's a game, bro. Is it an anime and a game? Yeah. For some reason, everybody says it's really good. It just doesn't look like it's good.
Garbage stable silks there, and then Golden Tempo, your Kentucky
Flavian?
Sharito, Saratoga Springs native,
Saratoga
Big Stable, St. Elias Stable, and Jose Ortiz aboard. Regardless of what happens today, he will always be the Kentucky Derby winner. Will he get enough
Chevy
pace
DeVoe.
to put in his game and enough pace he can push other horses that'll be forward? We'll see, but his
That's like the St. Louis Cardinals logo.
He won bias in the paddock, and all 3 of us could not believe how good he was. Then again, I count the legs.
What the?
You can play the Belmont Stakes. You can play with us all summer long and beyond.
What's up, guys?
What's up, fans?
Oh, wait, what's up, guys?
In that $200 deposit match.
Fans.
Naira Venice.
Oh, yeah, what is that picture with Mario?
The big one is
That is in London for the Olympics. 2012.
Someone dressed up.
I guess so. I somehow found it on Google a long time ago, and it just became my profile ever since.
This?
Eh.
Mario Sonic Olympic Games.
I played like pretty much all of them, except for the very first one. Yeah.
8-5 on the board here. We're showing 9-5. Well, he's 8-5 and got a big.
Which horse will win? Do you know?
I think they're
I'm
taking too
picking,
short a price
what's
to
that
win.
name?
I think there are other
It's
horses
Renegade,
all
isn't it?
the other state might fall
Yeah,
in.
I see the
He's on
name.
Altino for
Renegade. Number 4.
The horses are getting close to the gate, Greg. And 8-5 on Renegade. Do you want to take that?
Let's race.
I won't be shocked when he wins, but I think he's big underway. There is Cherie DeVoe, trainer of the Kentucky Derby winner, Golden Temple.
Oh, it's raining.
A
yeah.
magical substitute
Horrible.
during the major
Hey, what are they thinking,
race at
Michael?
Belmont Park. When this race returns next year, the conclusion of this year's Triple Crown.
They could run in the race.
158th edition of the Belmont Stakes in the rematch. of the
Hi guys,
Kentucky
I'm watching
Derby.
sports with my fans.
Golden Temple for
My
Syracuse
friends,
Sprint
my
Davis, Cherie
fans.
DeVoe.
I guess horses should never trade.
They can, and it's always sad when that happens. Like when a horse can't walk, they shoot it. They
Wait,
kill it.
the
Yeah, I know.
what the hell?
Just 2 more left.
Nothing they can do.
Emerging market awaiting his turn. It's a little help.
It's
And
raining.
walks in. And your Kentucky Derby winner, Golden Tempo. For the
Golden
third and
Tempo.
final time, it's the Belmont Stakes at Saratoga Racecourse. They're in the gate.
Great, which one will win?
And
Whoa.
they're off. The Belmont Stakes at Saratoga and Power Ships.
Wait, the sun is out. What the
So
heck?
too, Growth Equity. On the inside, Vitruvian Man is in third. Chief Wallaby fourth. Renegade not far behind, 5 lengths off the pace. Emerging Market.
They go around all
on the
the
outside,
way.
Commandment Coutinho is second to last. And Golden Tempo once again takes his place at the
Yeah,
back
last
of the field.
week
Oh, they're standing on the
Will set
horse.
the tempo.
Yeah, they're
Will
little
away
jockeys.
into the
But,
clubhouse turn by 3/4 of a
Nice in
length.
here.
With Growth Equity up
They should
there.
have a Mario
Vitruvian Man is in third.
Horse
Yeah,
racing.
Mario jockeys. Mario jockeys. Or
Oh,
Yoshi
Yoshi
should stay.
23
Yeah.
and 4
That would be
seconds. It's another 2 legs back.
They might already
Chief
be
Wallaby is kept on the outside of Coutinho. Then comes Renegade and Commandment stride for stride.
Renegade, that's my pick.
By the way, I bet on Altino for no
Golden
reason.
Tempo onto the rail, and he's 12 lengths off the pace.
Not really.
It's Power Shift on the inside, and Growth Equity head and head the halfway.
How much RAM does your computer have?
1/5 seconds coming to the half mile.
Well, I keep forgetting.
I
really need a PC.
in third.
Yeah, so
I
we
didn't
can
remember
play
they had a
Fourth
PC.
and 3.5.
Okay,
No, because I have
Chief Wallaby will go
things
3 wide
that I
outside
want to
of
have.
him. Now Renegade is called on. He's starting to make some headway. He's on
Oh,
the
Renegade's the
inside.
favorite. He's in 5th place,
Very much in the
6th
thick of it.
place. Oh
As
my
Growth
gosh.
Equity has taken the lead in 1:12 and
Oh,
1/5
dude.
seconds.
This might be
Growth
close.
Equity short lead. Chief Wallaby's making a big
Chief
move from
Wallaby.
behind. Golden
They're all
Tempo
together.
is coming along with Commandment as the field turns
Oh,
for
damn.
home. On the inside, Growth Equity is just in.
Why is there a
Chief
car?
Wallaby comes to
I don't know, I
Who's
guess
whipping that?
for security.
Oh, dang.
They're whipping the
They're
horse
whipping horse. They're yanking like the.
so they can go faster.
Yeah. Damn. Oh, dang.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Belmont pulled ahead.
Oh, the Kentucky Derby winner won. Wow.
Yo, he's happy. Yeah.
Look how dirty he is.
Yeah. Jeez. They're so happy. Jeez. So do they just keep the same horse like forever? And they race with it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you own that horse.
Race with it just one year. Oh.
Yeah, they're 3-year-old horses. Yeah. Some horses can live to like 25 years.
He won this one.
A long time, yeah.
The pace was very moderate. He made a run. Renegade was in position. He couldn't finish. Commandment took his run to the outside, but Golden Tempo.
Oh yeah, he was like yanking.
The jockeys that wear goggles because it's kind of muddy. Wow.
Yeah, they just squat on top of the horse the whole time.
Yeah, you have to be a little to be jockey. Yeah.
A little jockey. If you guys ride a horse, good luck.
Oh, yeah, you have to be really light.
Of course.
Like
Yeah.
the wind blows you over.
Just incredible. And goes off in 6 to 1.
And you've seen gymnastics, right? They're kind of little people too.
Yeah, you want to
Especially
know,
the women's
okay,
gymnastics.
So if you're a dude, you want to be both. You want to be really strong. For the women, you mean. For the women, yes. For the women, you want to be light, but if you're a dude doing it, you want to be both. Yeah, because for the guys, gymnastics works at a different rate.
Yes.
Like if you're a heavy gymnast, you want to be all muscle. Only muscle. No. You have to have like the huge shoulders.
Oh, that does sound like
Pizza, pizza.
that's how you say it in French too, you know.
Probably everything.
Is a totally different discussion.
It just shows you the start of the race is so key. And emerging market is unfortunate to break it and has to kind of rush up to get in position. But if you look at all the tempo of the ISO here, dead last, he's going to go around horses without, those things. He told himself, I got to get going because I got some horses that are left on. It looked like Renegade made a first move, Andy, and then you see some Renegade and Golden Tempo on the car.
My number.
No excuses for Renegade. He was in great position. Irad got him where you wanted to be, and he was badly outfinished by the first and second finishers. This was a wide open race.
Wow.
The Derby winner gets it done.
And now pizza, like we're the winners. Yeah, we picked that horse to win.
So yeah, pretty good race. You know, it's Saratoga again, but it's last time in Saratoga. Next year they'll be back at the original Belmont Park racetrack. And I recorded that race. We did not watch that live, but it was on. We watched it on a Saturday night, and that was actually the only race I watched. Yeah. Because, you know, I hung out with my friends on Saturday, June the 6th, so I wasn't able to watch really any of their coverage until that final race. But at the same time, again, I've said this before, I'll say it again, not a fan of NBC's coverage, or excuse me, Fox's coverage. It's just totally different compared to NBC, but I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, it was a Kentucky Derby rematch, basically, between Golden Tempo and Renegade. I rooted for Renegade, obviously, because Mike Rapoli's horse, the UFL owner, and it came so close to winning it. But yeah, the Kentucky Derby winner won the Belmont Stakes. And yeah, great race. And I'll have to hear what Dave Johnson has to say, the great Dave Johnson. It would say he's the greatest race horse caller of all time. Down the stretch they come, you know, on Sirius XM. And yeah, so I'm wondering if next year are they going to make changes so that way the horse will run in all three races instead of skipping one or two of them. I mean, I don't want them to move the dates or the schedule. I like it the way it is. But if they want to move the format, it's really up to the New York Racing Association. Because if they don't move the Belmont Stakes, then the Preakness Stakes can't be moved either, you know. So I don't want them to move it. The Triple Crown, like I said, the Triple Crown is supposed to be hard. And yeah, it is disappointing that the Kentucky Derby winner did not run in the Preakness. It is what it is. But it seemed like back in the old days, a lot of times the Kentucky Derby winner would run in the Preakness, but recent years they chose not to. I guess they say 2 weeks is too soon. What if it was 3 weeks? Maybe they would run, but again, I don't know. So, but yeah, this is really like the only time of the year I really watch horse racing. So I don't know if I'll watch it again throughout the rest of the year. Anyways, so, all right. So I made a list of things to talk about, like I said. All right, let's get into the, oh yeah. We'll get into the clock here. Actually, you know what? No clock. However, I'm not going to do the birthday wishes in this episode because I don't have the time. And I'm also tired, so I rather like go straight to bed after this episode. And there are 9 birthday wishes. That might take 30 minutes if I get into those 9 birthday wishes, so I'll save that. I guess I'll be back again tomorrow. Okay? I guess I'll be back again tomorrow. So that way I can do all the birthday wishes at once. So yeah, no birthday wishes in this episode. This might be the first episode this year where I did not do any birthday wishes. That one episode only had one birthday. It was Sam Darnold. So, yeah. So yeah, no birthday wishes in this episode, which means I'm not gonna use the clock, but I'm not gonna take too long. Here we go. Let's get into the French Open finals. Starting off with the women's side here. So, first of all, I did not watch the final. I actually did not watch the final for the women's or the men's. Mainly because, it's in the morning. I couldn't watch it live, and, I was behind for pretty much the whole tournament. And Sunday, I didn't really have much time to watch any sports because I was just doing something on my computer. Well, Eric. I'll just say Eric was doing something on his computer for the main channel. I know I sound weird for saying this stuff, but anyways. But at the same time, I said the French Open was full of surprises. I kind of knew, like, when it came down to the final 4 players on the men's and women's singles, I kind of knew who was going to win. So, the French Open final, the women's side, Mira Andreeva won her first Grand Slam. She defeated a Polish player. I don't even know her name. She's not even ranked. She's not even seeded. What's her name? Chwalinska. And Andreeva won in straight sets 6-3, 6-2. The 8th seeded player. And I'm sure she's going to be a top 5 player after that, because when you win a Grand Slam, your ranking will boost up for sure. And she's only 19 years old. Only 19. Wow. So, hey, she deserved it. But there's going to be haters out there saying, oh, she didn't have to face Coco Gauff. She didn't have to face Elena Rybakina. She didn't have to face Aryna Sabalenka. Those are the top 3 players. Oh, well. It is what it is. It is what it is. She was the best player throughout this tournament. If you win this tournament, if you win a Grand Slam, you deserve it. You do. But yes, there were a lot of upsets. It happens sometimes. It's mainly on the women's side. But this was like the most upsets I've seen. I think since Emma Raducanu won the 2021 U.S. Open. Except the difference was Emma was an unknown player at the time. Mira was already a pretty well-known player. Because, 8 seeded player. So yeah, congrats to her. She is Russian, by the way. That's why they don't show her flag, because of the what happened 4 years ago with Ukraine. And yeah, speaking of Ukraine, I thought Elena Svitolina would win. It's a shame she didn't even get to a final. She never went to a Grand Slam final. Now to the men's side. Congratulations, Alexander Sasha Zverev. Finally won his first Grand Slam title. He had to win this. He had to. No Carlos Alcaraz, never got into the tournament. Yannick Sinner got eliminated in the second round. Novak Djokovic got eliminated in the third round. So after that, I'm like, okay, this has to be Sasha's time. This has to be his time to win a Grand Slam. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the fans were rooting for him. By the way, I did not watch any of the highlights. I never got a chance to. But when I looked up the score, I was surprised that this match was in 5 sets. He took on Cabali, the Italian player, who is the 10th seeded player. So Zverev won in 5 sets, 6-1, 4-6, 6-4. I have to say it, 6-7. Tiebreaker 5-7, and the 5th set he won 6-1. That's how you read a tennis score, by the way. You have to read the score from the winner of the match, okay? That's how you do it. So it is kind of, you are going to hear that 6-7 a lot. You are. And the 7-6. So I was surprised that this wasn't 5 sets. But nonetheless, Zverev finally won his first Grand Slams. And I know, just like Mirror Edge Riva, there's going to be haters out there. Oh, he didn't have to face Novak Djokovic. He didn't have to face Carlos Alcaraz. He didn't have to face Yannick Sinner. Again, oh well. I mean, I don't know what to say to the haters out there. He won it. He was the best player of the tournament. Who knows what would have happened if he faced those 3 guys? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's beaten all 3 of them before. But I'm glad he won. I'm glad he won his Grand. He's a cool guy, too. From Germany. 6'6". I think he's 6'6" or 6'7", yeah. Because he may not win another Grand Slam. This might be his only Grand Slam title. You know, Wimbledon's coming up. I looked at his career statistics on his Wikipedia article. He's not really good on grass. You know how every player, they have like, you know, there's 3 surfaces. The main surfaces, hard court, clay court, and grass court. Grass is Zverev's weakness. You know, a lot of players, they're not fantastic on all 3 courts. Okay? Unless if you're Novak Djokovic. But Zverev, he's great on hard court and clay court. So, I'm glad he finally won. I'll have to check out the highlights at some point. Just never had a chance to. So, yeah. But this French Open as a whole was just unbelievable. Full of surprises. I mean, I don't know when's the last time a Grand Slam was like this. Seriously. It's crazy, man. Crazy. All right. I'm so glad Sasha Zverev finally won his first Grand Slam. It reminded me when Andy Murray finally won his Grand Slam at Wimbledon 2013. Oh, and Andy Murray won the gold medal. He won the gold medal first, and before he winning his Grand Slam, first Grand Slam. And the same thing happened to Sasha Zverev. Zverev won the gold medal at the Tokyo Olympics in 2020. Well, technically 2021. So, that's awesome. Alexander, Sasha Zverev. I don't know where he got that Sasha nickname from. Like, that's not even his middle name. That's his, his nickname. But yeah, he won the gold medal, and he finally won his first Grand Slam tournament. So yeah, what a French Open this was. And shout out to TNT. TNT Sports, they had it all. They even showed doubles, quarterfinals. They did. Like, I even, tuned in and, oh, they're actually showing doubles. So yeah. John McEnroe, I wonder if he said he was going to go to a New York Knicks game in the NBA Finals. I don't think he was at Game 3 because I think he was flying back. So he'll probably be in Game 4. Speaking of the NBA Finals, here we go. Remember, look at the shirt that I'm wearing. A basketball shirt. Hoop, there it is. Hoop, there it is. Anyways, the NBA Finals. So, excuse me. All right, Game 3 was in the books. I did watch that game. I had to watch that. This was in Madison Square Garden, MSG, and wow, what a crazy crowd. Electric atmosphere. A lot of well-known celebrities were there. Even the President of the United States was there. All right. Knicks up 2-0. Boy, oh boy, it was loud for sure. I don't know why. For some reason, my mind was telling me the Spurs might win Game 3. But I didn't want to believe it. Because, I obviously want the New York Knicks to win it. Because it's been forever. After they won Game 2, the first 2 games in San Antonio, I'm like, okay, they have to win this. They have to finish this in MSG at home. Winning Game 3 and Game 4. Like, what if it's another sweep? They keep that winning streak going. Well, the Spurs were winning pretty much the whole game. They played a better game. They did. And I'm like, well, I wonder if the Knicks are going to come back again like they usually do. And they almost did. They almost did. At one point, they were winning. But it was mainly San Antonio. They played a better game. Victor Wembanyama. When he plays fantastic, a lot of times, the Spurs are going to win. And that's what happened. The Spurs ended the Knicks' amazing playoff winning streak, which is, 12 or 13? It's insane. So, when the Knicks lost, I was like, damn. They may not win the NBA Finals at home. But I'm still confident that the Knicks will win this NBA Finals. I did say Knicks in 6. They will be hosting Game 6. So they might win. That's still a possibility. The Knicks might still win it in 6 games at home court. So yeah, Game 4 is Wednesday night? I assume it is. And then, there will be a Game 5 on Saturday night, I believe, because you get 3 days off. All right. Unlike the NHL, they don't do that for some stupid reason. Now let's get to the Stanley Cup Final. I'm typing this out. Stanley Cup Final, Game 3. I didn't see it because it was on Saturday night, when it should have been on Sunday night. And yeah, I recorded it, but hey, 5Terry, you suggested me that I should watch the Sportsnet broadcast, and that's what I did. Because I didn't have much time, I just watched the highlights on YouTube from the Sportsnet's broadcast, and my gosh, this is an unbelievable Stanley Cup Final Game 3. This is also an unbelievable Stanley Cup Final as a whole. The Vegas Golden... This was in Vegas, okay? Right? Yep, Game 3. Going back to Vegas. Crazy atmosphere. And I had a feeling the Golden Knights would win. After they lost Game 2, I had a feeling the Golden Knights will win Game 3. But you know what's crazy? I mean, when I saw the highlights, it's just like, I can't believe it. The freaking Golden Knights scored the first 4 goals, all in the second period. Like, holy mother frickin' smokes. Has that ever happened in the Stanley Cup Final? And then the Carolina Hurricanes scored the next 4. I have no words other than, has this ever happened before in a Stanley Cup Final? This went... The Hurricanes, they scored 3 goals in under a minute. That's freaking... That's wild, man. That's... Holy... I'm gonna say it. Holy shit. That's a holy shit moment. Oh my gosh. And then with the... I think they had an empty net and they scored the tying goal. Went into overtime. No team scored in overtime period number 1, but in overtime period number 2, the Golden Knights were able to get the job done, and they won 5-4. Another game decided by 1 goal. And I think I said this in the last, well, technically not the last episode, but the episode before that. What if every game decided by 1 goal? I have the Golden Knights in winning this in 7 games, so that's still a possibility. But Carolina, now they got to win Game 4. Game 4 is tonight. And you know what? I'm actually not going to be able to watch that live because I'm actually going to meet up with some friends again. Yeah, this is with 2 other people that I haven't seen in a while. So I might put it on in the background. If not, then I guess I'll just do the same thing. Just watch the Sportsnet highlights. But wow, what a Stanley Cup Final this has been. Seriously. What a Stanley Cup Final this has been. Insane. That just shows you both teams deserve to be in the final. For sure, man. Definitely. Both teams deserve to be in the final. So Game 4 is tonight. Alright. Whew. I mean, yeah, I do want to see... I guess I do want to see the Carolina Hurricanes win it because they haven't won it in 20 years. I just hope But I don't mind if Vegas wins it, as long as they win it. If whichever team wins it, I hope they win it on home ice. When Vegas won it in 2023, were they on home ice? They played against the Florida Panthers. I don't remember if they were on home ice or not. But... yeah. Obviously, I got it. New York Knicks. Hope they win it in Madison Square Garden. Okay, so a few more things before I get to reading your comments, 5-Tayer. Last weekend was the UFL's semifinals. I did not watch those. I will watch those later this week. Hopefully, I'll be able to watch them before the championship game, which I believe it's on Saturday afternoon. If I'm able to watch those semifinal games before the championship game, then I'll try to watch the championship game live. But I haven't seen those. I don't know which 2 teams won. I'm so glad I didn't get spoiled for that. But I will watch those. It's probably not going to be until tomorrow night. Like, I'll try to watch one. Maybe I'll watch one on Wednesday or Thursday, and then the other one on Thursday or Friday. So, CFL. You know what's awesome, 5-Tayer? I know you're not a big CFL fan, but there is a YouTube channel called CFL Classics. Whoever runs that channel, I'm just going to say he would upload the full games right away. Isn't that amazing? So that way you don't have to. I mean, well, this is if you want to watch it after it was broadcasted. That's awesome. But I mean, there was only 3 games in week 1. I mean, I did watch the first game. I watched the first half of the second game on YouTube, but I wasn't able to finish it. So I guess I'll finish that tomorrow, or maybe late tonight. I don't know, but yeah. So I mean, yeah, I guess I'll watch a lot of CFL games because the major changes are next season. I don't see myself watching the CFL full time, next season. But this season, I can still watch it full time. Okay, 5-Tayer, my apologies. I did not read your comments, but I thank you for the comments. So from episode 139, I was going to read your comment for episode 40 or 140, but I just completely forgot. So this is what you say a couple days ago from episode 139. I love it when the fans wear the same shirts in the NBA games, and most other fans do too. To me, it shows you that you care about the team. I'll admit it would have looked better if the Spurs were allowed to wear their special jerseys in court too. They both have similar colors to those shirts, but they can't in the finals. So, when did they start doing this? When the fans would just wear the same shirts? Why don't they do that in other sports? Or is it just an NBA thing? And why did the excuse me? Why do the fans wear, what was it, like green, pink color, whatever that is? Why do they wear those? And why couldn't the Spurs wear those colors in the finals? If the fans are wearing those special colors, I don't get that. I guess they want to keep the finals tradition uniforms. But then he said, I know about Sportsnet having a separate broadcast because I did research on Wikipedia prior to the series, that and Twitter as well, and their Twitter as well. I wonder if you can get Sportsnet. I'm sure you would like it much better than ABC's broadcast because you're not a fan of Sean McDonough. Well, only for hockey. You only like him for football, but not for hockey. All right, and then you also comment on. I forgot to put this here. Look, 5-Tayer's comments. There we go. Then you comment on episode 140. You said, it's a long one, okay? I don't mind long comments. I'd say the longer the better. Episode 140. You said, I do know why there's only 1 day rest ahead of both Game 3 and Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final. Wait. They're doing that for Game 5 as well on the way back to Carolina? That's stupid. The series was going to start on June 4th, which would have given 2 days rest for travel. Yeah. I had a feeling like, because, what was it, last Tuesday would have been Game 7 of the East Final. And then 2 days later would have been Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final on Thursday, the day after Game 1 of the NBA Finals. I guess they didn't want to wait that long. I guess they wanted to start the final as soon as possible. And then you said, but then after both conference finals ended quickly, they moved the start date to June 2nd. The problem, they moved each game up, but kept the time slots as before and didn't account for the new set of travel days, meaning we get this issue. Well, yeah, because isn't pretty much every championship game starts at like around 7 Central, right? They call that the prime time hour, right? Because it's on ABC, especially on a weeknight. Because they got, after the game, they have to show the local news, the late local news. Then you put, I think ABC is just lazy and didn't want to alter their entire program schedule. I mean, I guess... See, this happens like every 2 years. Both ABC would host both the Stanley Cup Final and the NBA Finals. See, that happened in 2024. Then you put, they're my least favorite broadcast network to watch sports on anyway. Really? Well, I mean, ESPN is part of ABC, so I guess you're not a fan of ESPN either, in general. Okay. The NBA doesn't have this problem because they never moved the series up. It was always set to begin on June 3rd. Yeah, I do know that they already planned that in advance. I wonder why the NHL couldn't do the same. That's kind of weird. Then you put, I say the NHL should not have moved the Stanley Cup Final either, meaning more rest for both teams. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't mind waiting until Thursday, June the 4th. What was the last game of the East Final? When was that? May 29th, which was Friday. So from May 29th to June the 4th, that's like 6 days. I don't know if anyone wants to wait that long, but still. Okay, Game 1 was on Tuesday, June the 2nd. Game 2 was on Thursday, June the 4th. Game 3 really should have been on Sunday night, June the 7th. There was no NBA Finals that night. So I guess that's when ABC was lazy. Or maybe ABC wants to have a Saturday night game instead of a Sunday night game. That part I don't understand. Which is why that makes 0 sense. And then Game 4 would have been tonight. Okay. Game 5 should be on Friday night, June the 12th. But instead, it's on Thursday night. Why? What is ABC showing on Friday night, June the 12th? I don't know. I mean, hey, it's probably better to have a game on Friday night anyways than Thursday night. And then Game 6 would have been, or should be, on Monday night, the 15th. But it's not. It's on Sunday, June 14th. And then Game 7 should be on June 18th, Thursday, but instead it's on the 17th. I don't get it. I don't get it, and I never will. It should not be like that. It should not be like that. But at the same time, this is the problem. Why? Why is the Stanley Cup and the NBA playoffs on at the exact same time of the year? Why? I mean, I guess some fans find it cool. Oh my gosh, you get to watch all these games. But still, I don't know why it's like that. To me, the NBA Finals, you can easily have that like late July, early August, right before NFL begins. You know what I mean? You know how Christmas Day is NBA's day? Why not start the season on Christmas Day? That would be kind of cool. Yeah, start the season on Christmas Day. Yeah. But instead, they start, like the last week of October? So that's like 2 months later, Christmas Day. Instead of having the NBA Finals in early June, have it in early August. That would work. Honestly, that would work out. That would work. That would be better. You know, the playoffs begin in April? You can have it in June, in July, and then, oh my gosh, there would be you can have some playoff games on the 4th of July. That would be cool. That would be cool. Can you imagine that? The Philadelphia 76ers, they play on the 4th of July. That would be epic. That would be. I'm just saying. That's just me. I don't know. But I mean, that would be better, honestly, for NHL's sake, you know. But anyways, we're not done yet. Then you put your second part of your comment. The Orlando Storm semifinal game is not in Orlando. Oh, is it? Oh, not in their regular venue stadium that they play in. It's in nearby Daytona Beach. They couldn't have it in Orlando or anywhere else in Florida because of scheduling conflicts with the World Cup and some other things too. They're having World Cup games in Florida, Orlando. I did not know that, actually. I know the World Cup begins later this week, I think. I'm gonna have to do a pretty big preview on that. It was actually almost in Columbus, Ohio, but thankfully that was quickly changed. Wait, what? That semifinal game was almost in Columbus? Well, that's kind of stupid. I mean, can you imagine if it was and there's like a shit ton of empty seats? No, thank you. It will also be a busy night in St. Louis tomorrow. That was a few days ago. I assume Sunday, right? Last Sunday with the Cardinals playing at 1 p.m., then the Battlehawks at 5 p.m., and then an IndyCar race at 8 p.m. There was a night race. There was a night IndyCar race. You know what's cool? IndyCar, they would upload full races would be uploaded on YouTube. Same with NASCAR. So that's awesome. I like that. Might have to check that out. Even though I'm always behind. Oh well. That's what happens when you're busy sometimes. So thanks for the comment. And you and I, we'll have to do a call at the end of the month. At the end of this month, you and I should do a call of us talking about the first half of 2026 in sports. But you did not comment on episode 141, which was the 6-7 day. I guess you had nothing to say, huh? But someone clicked like. I don't know if it was you. I assume it was you, because I think you clicked the like on almost every episode. Speaking of 6-7, I released a random short of Tim Kirchin from ESPN talking about it. He didn't understand. He never understood what that meant. I don't blame him. It was kind of funny. I'm not sure if you saw that 5-tear. I assume you did, but I guess you had nothing to say. I guess you find that meme or that joke annoying. And if you do, that's okay. I don't blame you. I think it's supposed to be stupid. It's supposed to be a stupid joke. Who knows? There might be a more stupid joke later this year or next year. Who the hell knows? All right. I'm tired. I'm glad I'm ending this, and I'll try to come back tomorrow. There's a lot to talk about, but I did say, let's see, when does the World Cup start? Let me look at it here. Thursday, June the 11th. Wow. It literally starts in 2 days. We got 2 games on Thursday, June the 11th. All right, so I'll make sure I'll. Wait, are they afternoon or night games? I assume they're both at night. Nope, 1 afternoon, 1 night. Okay. So I'll try to come back tomorrow and preview the World Cup. I guess that's the main thing I'll talk about in the next episode of KSN is previewing the World Cup. I would like to do maybe I can do a call with my former French teacher, Mr. Leclerc, because he's a big soccer fan. He's going to watch quite a bit of that. So, yeah, we'll see. Remember I showed you that I got a busted open glass cup and a busted open hat, which is from the Pro Wrestling Podcast. And I said I was going to call my brother to see if he got me those, but I never got a chance. I know, guys, I've got a lot going on in my mind during this time of the year, but it is what it is. But I'll still keep this going until after the World Cup, which is what another World Cup ends on July 19th, so a month and 10 days. So, yeah. Anything else? Yeah, World Cup preview in the next episode. And I guess that's the main thing I'll talk about. And later this week, I gotta watch those UFL's semi-final games. I'll try to watch the CFL games that I missed. If not, then I'll just watch the highlights instead. But it's awesome that CFL games will be uploaded to YouTube in full, as well as IndyCar races and NASCAR races. That's fantastic. So, yeah. All right. So yeah, the 6-7 episode, I know, that was just something stupid I thought of doing. I actually planned that for quite some time. June 7th. Here we are on 6-9 day, 69. 69! Okay. Alright, guys. Yeah, no birthdays. Sort of feels like last year. It kind of feels like an episode from last year's KSN. No birthdays, but I guess I'll get into the birthdays tomorrow or Thursday, perhaps. I don't know exactly. Hoping to be tomorrow, but I can't guarantee you. I'm not Joe Namath. All right. All right, guys. Have a good one. See you soon.
This has been KSN. KSN.